really just trying to get ahead of my off speed, really just keep hitters off pace and working that fastball in and out, getting weak contact. So that worked really well for me today.
I mean, usually when a play like that happens, the whole time I'm trying to have fun. So a play like that, I want the ball to be hit to me, and it was hit me. So I just try to have fun with the play. It's just whatever happened.
Want to hear more great quotes like that from Caleb Rodriguez and Jackson Murphy and even the manager? Well, there's one way to do it, by staying tuned to this edition of the official Batavia Muck Dogs postgame show starting right now. And the beat rolls on for your Batavia Muck Dogs as the pitching just completely shut down the Jamestown Tarp Skunks, and the offense did enough to grind out a well-deserved 4-0 win at home here at Dwyer tonight. And a couple of the big reasons why Jackson Murphy was absolutely stellar tonight, as he powered through 7 strong innings, not even giving up a run, and then it was closed out by the bullpen in getting the 4-0 win. And it's really important to see the Muck Dogs start to win and get on this roll like they were at the beginning of the season. Remember, we are coming down the stretch here in late July, so every game's so critical, especially in the division. And again, it was Batavia able to grind out their way to a 4-0 win. Let's take a listen to how they got it done in the game highlights presented to you by the Batavia Muck Dogs Baseball Network.
It'll be a 2-0 on its way from Galatis. Swung on, whacked into left field. Let's see if they send them. They're going to. Coming to the plate. The throw is up the third base line. Tyler Canoe scores an RBI single with 2 outs for the birthday man himself, Daniel Burroway. And in the bottom of the first, your Muck Dogs strike first. Batavia 1, Jamestown no score.
And that RBI single by the birthday boy himself, Daniel Burroway, was the only run in the game up until the 6th inning, but finally Batavia took advantage of some Jamestown mistakes and capitalized to add on to their lead.
The 0-1, and Schrader pokes it on the ground left side, bobbled by the third baseman, recovers, throw to first, gets by the first baseman, down the right field line, scoring is Leadham, moving up to second is Schrader, so good things happen when you put the ball in play. And there's the insurance run the Muck Dogs have been desperately searching for all night long. Bottom of the 6th, Batavia 2, Jamestown no score. Bacon stands in the new hitter, 1-0 the count. Now he swings, grounds it up the middle, into center. They're going to send the runner to the plate. That throw is going to be way wide. Gets away from the catcher, Campus, but backing up is the first baseman, but a run comes in to score. That is Schrader. And then moving up to second, and now it's a live ball. Throw to third. And did they apply the tag? Yes, they did. So he is out, and the inning is over. Boy, that might take the cake. We have seen a lot of bizarre base running tonight. And we just saw it there. A run did score Schrader. So an RBI for Bacon. Batavia 3, Jamestown no score. The next pitch. Fry whacks that into right center. Base hit. They are going to send him to the plate. Standing up and scoring easily that time to give Batavia the 4-0 lead. It's an RBI single for Fry. And scoring for the Muck Dogs to make it 4-0 is Mitch Fleming. And in the bottom of the 7th, Batavia pulling away. Muck Dogs 4, Jamestown no score.
So now with Batavia seemingly in command, it was 4-0 going to the top of the 9th. And somebody you're going to hear from later on in the postgame show, Caleb Rodriguez, had himself a tremendous night defensively at short. And he made this sparkler in the top of the 9th where it looked like Jamestown was going to make the game interesting and get right back into it. Well, Caleb Rodriguez had other ideas at short.
line, swung on, hit on the ground left side. What a play! It's short by Caleb, jumped throw to first one, in time, double play! Wow! Just when you think you've seen it all from Caleb Rodriguez, he goes and does something like that. A jump throw midair on the fly to get the out at second, and then the throw to first to boot. Just incredible defense by the middle infield, especially over and short for Caleb. So just like that, 2 away, and Jamestown down to their last out.
So following that big double play, it was the top of the ninth with 2 outs. Batavia is still up 4-0, looking to get the shutout, and the batter was Julian Thompson.
Thompson standing back in for the right side. Meanwhile, Jordan King, the center fielder, on deck. But this should do it. Ground ball to who else? Caleb at short. Goes the short way to second. And that's your ball game, folks. Your Batavia Muck Dogs shut them out tonight by your final score of 4-0.
And those were your highlights of the game, proudly presented to you as always by the Batavia Muck Dogs Baseball Network. So that's how they got it done tonight in a 4-0 win. Now let's hear how they feel about it in the tour of the locker room, again presented by the Muck Dogs Baseball Network.
Here with the star of tonight's game, Jackson Murphy, 7 shutout innings. He was absolutely locked in all night long. Jackson, first, congrats on the win. You were outstanding tonight. What was working for you that allowed you to pitch so well?
Yeah, first off, thanks, sir. Really just trying to get ahead of my off speed. Really just keep hitters off pace and working that fastball in and out, getting weak contact. So that worked really well for me today.
You know, yesterday you saw what Millville was able to do and the way he shut that offense down, and now today you're following it up. And obviously the season Nolan's been having. As a rotation, how much do you guys feed off each other? And not like a competition, but like to keep building off what the other one just did.
Yeah, like you said, not really a competition for us around here in Batavia. We all love each other. We're all here just to have a good time. When one guy goes out, we want him to have the best day and just piggyback, pass the baton. And we've been able to put 2 good days together with me and Josh, looking to just keep it throughout the week.
And now you guys are now 19-10. You're starting to get back at your winning ways here at Dwyer. And what is it about playing in front of this crowd that just seems to bring the best out?
I don't know, man. Dwyer, something about it. It's just we love playing here, home, the atmosphere, all the fans we see every time. It's just awesome. We love protecting the house.
And how good was Caleb Rodriguez at shortstop? He made a couple phenomenal plays, even in the 9th inning. But how good was he tonight defensively?
It's always great to know that as soon as the ball is hit, you know that out's going to be made. And Caleb especially, he's a baller. He'll make some plays for me. So it was a great game for him, and super happy. Great job.
And, you know, you guys were able to bounce back against Geneva, beat them a few days ago. Then you were able to get some revenge against Niagara. Now you play Jamestown, a team that's neck and neck with you. You now have won all 5 of the games between the two of you so far this season. How important do you think that is as we are now in the home stretch of July?
We're really just trying to, grind it out at the end. Coach put the first thing he told us, he goes, guys, I really want to win the division this year. So that's been our goal the last, ever since July hit and we were on the border for that division title, man. We're just pushing for it. And for Jamestown, like Coach said, really good team. They're always going to come here and be scrappy. So for us to be 5-0 against them is really a great feeling.
And, what do you think has allowed you guys to have that success against Jamestown that you have this year?
Probably like I said, just knowing that they're a really good team, we really have to come out with our A game every time. And it's just we have a lot of fun against them. We always play them really close. Tonight, 4-0, I believe it was, 5-0. Just that's the baseball game you love, and everyone comes up to play, and it's a great time. And
Daniel Burroway, the birthday boy today, comes up with the game-winning RBI. Birthday man, we'll say. But the game-winning RBI, he's really been cooking at the plate lately. How good is it as a teammate to see him really start to get the results at the plate?
Especially as a pitcher, when you're putting up zeros and you see a guy like going out there with like Dan and just hitting the barrel and getting singles and doubles left and right. It's just a great feeling knowing that the win could be coming that night.
And final thing here, you guys now are getting down the home stretch of the season. You're now 19-10. Where do you think this team is at overall?
I think, like I said, we're pushing for that division title. I don't think Utica can handle with us. I think we're going to outbeat. I think we're going to out-hit them, out-streak them. We're going to get hot. We're getting hot now, and it's going to be a great time. We're gonna win that title.
All right, Jackson, words of wisdom, prophetic words from the pitcher tonight. On that note, Jackson, thank you so much. Congrats on the performance. You were excellent, and thank you so much for the time.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Have a good one.
Here with Caleb Rodriguez, who was absolutely the defensive star of this game, made some just huge plays. And first, Caleb, congrats on the win. And let's start in that ninth inning on that double play you helped turn. You were able to make a jump throw to second. What allows you to stay calm in that pressure situation, even as you're midair and able to make that throw to start that DP?
Usually when a play like that happens, the whole time I'm trying to have fun. So a play like that, I want the ball to be hit to me, and it was hit me. So I just try to have fun with the play. It was just whatever happened.
And you made a couple of those sparklers tonight. How much pride do you take in your defensive game? Because you've made quite a few throughout the year, and especially tonight, there were a handful of them.
The work starts back at home with my dad. He's the guy that makes me work as hard as I do to make the plays that I make.
And how good was Jackson tonight on the mound? 7 shutout innings. What did you think of him?
Oh, Jackson. He's a stud. Nothing really else I expected. Shutout inning or work from him. He's been lights out every time he comes down to the mound. So that's exactly what I thought was going to happen.
And you guys have gotten back-to-back really strong outings. Yesterday you saw what Millville was able to do on the mound. As a defender and as a fielder, how much fun is it to play behind your pitching staff when they're pitching the way that they are right now?
Of course, it's always fun, but sometimes, when they're strikeout guys, I wish they would hit the ball to me more. You know what I'm saying? But, that's exactly what I want from pitchers. If they get them out easy, then that's exactly what everybody wants. So it's fun.
So as far as offense, you guys did just enough to get the win tonight, scoring 4. Yesterday, you guys really erupted for 11. You guys now have outscored your opponents 27-5 in your last 3 home wins. How important is it to build that home field advantage in Dwyer? And what do you think of the way you guys have been playing here at home?
Well, it's a team game. So, everything that we've done, we've been able to, get it done together. It's as simple as what I did today with the bunt. I'm just trying to help my team do whatever it is, and we're all trying to pick up each other and really do what we can to win. When we win, we have fun, and that's basically what we've been doing as well, is having fun.
And when this team is clicking on all cylinders, when you guys are rolling, how much fun is it to be a part of, and just how dangerous you think this team can be for the rest of this league?
It's always fun to win, and every time you win, it's another feeling. You forget about pretty much all the bad that has happened throughout the season. It's great to happen, and yeah.
You guys have been able to win some big games against your divisional rivals. You took down Niagara. Now you're 5-0 against Jamestown. How important do you think that is as we're down the home stretch in July, and you're going to get some more divisional games coming up here on Thursday with Geneva, a doubleheader?
Yeah, every game counts. We have to win as much as we can, and every single pitch is involved in that. So we have to focus on the pitches at hand. Every pitch is important, and as a whole, that's how we win games, is focusing on one thing at a time. One win at a time, one game at a time, whatever it is, we need to focus on what we have now.
Last thing, Caleb, today Daniel Burway came up with a game-winning RBI. He's gotten a lot of results, good results at the plate lately, and what'd you think? The birthday man coming up with the game-winning RBI hit.
You talk about Hollywood scripted. Couldn't have happened to a better guy on the team, especially with his birthday coming up. Or happening today. Great guy. He got what he needed right there. That was beautiful.
And on that note, Caleb, thank you for the time. Again, tremendous defensive plays, and again, we appreciate it. Go Muck Dogs.
Yeah, go Muck Dogs, and thank you. Appreciate it.
Here with Skip Martinez following his team's 4-0 victory here. And Coach, first, you guys now 5-0 against Jamestown. And, you talk about the ability to win in different ways. Well, we got to start off. You saw what Millville did yesterday.
Yeah.
How great. What did you think of Murphy tonight?
Murphy was just one word. He was outstanding. It was a spot start for him. I had a gut feeling about him today, and I went with it, and it worked out. So, Jerfy made me look good today. So he was outstanding. The kid was brilliant today.
And, obviously, Caleb at shortstop. I mean, he made – I think you just took the words right out of my mouth, Skip. Caleb at short just made some breathtaking plays. What's it like to watch him defensively out there? He's done that all season.
All season. He is a defensive gem. This is why he's out there. Whatever we get from him offensively is kind of a bonus, especially with this lineup. So he is that defensive plug there. He's been doing that all season long, but today, all I can say was, wow. Those were some big league plays in crunch situations, in crunch time. I think a couple of those plays saved the big inning, especially that last inning. I think if he doesn't turn that double play, it would have turned out to be 3 or 4 hits in a row. And so that was huge. And then, to get that last out, that play up the middle with the flip and the turn, wow. I mean, today he probably saved us 2 to 3 runs by himself. So that was huge.
And, your offense was good tonight, 4 runs. Obviously yesterday when they put up 11 and the days before that when they put up 12.
Yeah.
But, to still get this win at 4-0, 5-0 against Jamestown, you keep taking care of business at home against divisional opponents. What do you think that says about this team to be able, even as we get later in the season, to still show up and perform well in big games?
Again, a tribute and the credit goes to our guys in that clubhouse. They understand the moment. For the most best part I could say is they understand the moment, and I think they understand when it's a big game, and they all step up. Different guys step up every day. If you notice, players of the game and all that, it's just different guys every day. So I think that's what makes us a pretty deep team and well-rounded. Different guys doing it on the mound and different guys doing it at the plate. We just had a couple of clutch hits today with 2 outs. That was huge. And again, our guys they're grinding out games and grinding at bats and finding ways to win. At this point in the season, that's huge for us.
And A.J. Winger obviously came on, got the last couple innings now. He was helped tremendously by that defensive double play. Yeah. But what did you think of A.J. coming out for those 2 innings to close it out? And again, second straight game, only had to use 2 pitchers. How much easier does it make your life in the dugout there?
That's kind of we write it up that way. I don't know, it doesn't always work out that way, but we write it up that way. And today it worked out, especially when we have, a string of games coming, especially a doubleheader Thursday. So you're kind of cognizant of and conscious of trying to rest your bullpen as much as possible because you're going to go through some arms in 2 or 3 days. So those guys really stepped up to the plate and really helped our entire staff and our bullpen. So that was huge by those guys. They were both brilliant today. Winger came in and did his job. And again, outstanding performance all around by our team today.
And you guys winning this one 4-0, and you guys now 5-0 against Jamestown. What do you think allows you to have had the success that you guys have had against them so far?
I think, to be honest, I think it trickles into last season. Last season, they were the divisional champs, right? They won the division, and, we played really well against them late in the season, and we kind of felt like that was a turning point for us for that team late in the season. And if it goes back into the last season, I'm not sure, but we're probably going 8 or 9 in a row now against them. So I think we kind of got their number. We're just lucky and fortunate enough that we're still playing well against them. And I think our guys they play up to those guys, and it's huge. I think they have those guys when they come in here, our guys put a target on them, and you can tell by the performances we have against them so far.
And now you've got a doubleheader obviously coming up on Thursday against Geneva. You keep having this string. Where do you think you guys are? You're at 19-10. You've seen a lot of Geneva lately, and now you're going to be playing them in a doubleheader. Just some thoughts heading into those games.
I feel good about those games. We got our rotation is set up where that's going to look pretty good. They're going to see our 1 and 2. So I like our chances. I think our pitching staff is going to do the job, and if we hit and we put up runs, I think those guys will give us 2 Ws. So that's what we're looking forward to. But right now, we just got to take one day at a time, one game at a time. And when we get to Thursday, we will think about Thursday. Tomorrow, we got to worry about Myra, go over there and handle our business, and that's the first task at hand.
And last thing here, Skip, just to watch your pitchers go out there day after day now and just pitch really well, and to see the momentum they get from each other. What's it like as a manager to watch them feed off one another?
Oh my God, it's incredible. We've needed guys to step up, especially after a rough kind of week last week. So we had guys to step up, and the guys are just, they're answering the bell, and I couldn't be more proud of our pitching staff right now, and our defense and our offense. All around, our team is just playing well. We needed these games, and again, I couldn't be more proud of our staff. Our pitching staff, Coach Eden has done an amazing job with those guys, and our team is just, hopefully we can keep this going, and I think this is a great time of season to gel. And if we can do that and get a few more wins under our belt and start gelling, we're going to go into this thing, with a hot hand, and that's what we want. We want to get hot at the right time.
And on that note, Skip, thank you so much. Congrats on the win, and go Muck Dogs, and good luck tomorrow in Elmira, and then the doubleheader on Thursday.
Yep, thank you for having me. Go Dogs.
As always, those post-game interviews brought to you proudly by the Batavia Muck Dogs Baseball Network. Now, before we wrap things up, we want to give you a preview of the next game and a tour around the PGCBL and what it means in the standings. And it was a significant night for your Muck Dogs as Mohawk Valley took down Utica in Utica by a final count of 12-9. Saugerties over Albany 8-7. Amsterdam beating Oneonta by a final count of 8-4. And Auburn taking down Newark 2-1. So what does this all mean in the PGCBL standings? Well, in the West Division for Batavia, because of their win and Utica losing, both teams now are 10 games above 500. Batavia at 20-10 and Utica at 22-12. But by percentage points, your Batavia Muck Dogs, folks, that's right, for the first time since the first couple weeks of the season, the Muck Dogs are in sole possession of the number 1 seed and the top spot in the West. So congrats to the Muck Dogs, Skip Martinez's club, who we have said from the beginning of this season, that is their goal. And you've heard some of the players talk about it, about just how important it is to win this division. And you know what? They've done a really good job against Jamestown, who won this division last season. Batavia's 5-0 against them this year, and really doing a good job taking care of business against their divisional rivals, which is only going to help them down the stretch. But again, your Muck Dogs now officially in first place. And in the East Division, like to tell you there's a race over there, but there's really not. Amsterdam, 31-4, a winning percentage of .886. They're already up 11.5 games over Mohawk Valley. Just absolutely incredible what they're doing over in Amsterdam. So that is the update on the standings and a look around the PGCBL. Now, while we have the time, we want to just preview the next game. And I should really say next games, because the next time the Muck Dogs are back here at Dwyer Stadium, it's going to be Wednesday evening. It's a double header as they make up some rained out games against the Geneva Red Wings. Game 1 will begin at approximately 5 o'clock, and Game 2 set for shortly after 7:30. I'll have the call for you on the Muck Dogs Baseball Network. And for Batavia to be able to continue this role against divisional opponents is going to be very important, as Geneva has a good record overall at 15-13, and they're just 4 games back, so they're charging hard as they're 5-5 over the last 10. And for Batavia, they got some revenge on Geneva as they smacked them around 12-3 the last time they played here. Remember, Geneva prior to that had that heartbreaking win against your Muck Dogs, in which Nick Searce hit the game-tying 2-run home run in the top of the 9th when the Muck Dogs were 2 outs away from a win, and they would go on to win that in extra innings. So the Muck Dogs going to want to continue to keep an eye on Nick Searce, who is very dangerous for the Red Wings. And that is the look at the next game, again right here on the Muck Dogs Postgame Show. And with that, that's going to wrap up this edition of the official Batavia Muck Dogs postgame show. My name is John Karuba. Thank you for tuning in. Again, one more time, in a victory that propels your Muck Dogs to first place in the West Division, Batavia comes away victorious tonight 4-0 over Jamestown. Thank you for tuning in, and we will talk to you again on Wednesday night on the Muck Dogs Baseball Network. Have a good night, everybody. Your Muck Dogs in first place. Thank you for listening to today's presentation of Batavia Muck Dogs Baseball and this edition of the Batavia Muck Dogs Postgame Show. Tune into the next exciting telecast to catch everything exciting with your Muck Dogs on the Batavia Muck Dogs Baseball Network.